Hello everybody, I hope you're all okay. So I have my candle again, just going to light that and pop it out the way so I don't burn the house down. So I also have my mat, but you don't need a mat, you could use just a blanket or a towel or a rug. I have my block, you could use some books maybe if you don't have a block, and I have my bolster. Don't forget you could really pile yourself up with cushions. And I have a belt, but you could maybe just use a dressing gown belt or a long dress belt if you have one. And I also just have a spare pillow because we're going to do a slightly assisted shavasana today and we're going to use that. So we're just going to start by just coming to a nice cross-leg position. We're going to just find our sit bones. If this is uncomfortable for you, you may want to pop off the front of your block just to lift you a little bit higher. So just find your breath. Just allow your day to slow. Just start to bring yourself into this moment. Maybe start to think about filling the whole of your upper body with your breath. And then emptying. And again. Two more. Last one. And then just gently allow your eyes to open, find your Sukhanasana. Maybe take your chin to your chest. And your exhale. And inhale. Lift that head all the way up. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift all the way up. This time, bring your arms beside you. Exhale, bring your hands in front of you, clasp those fingers, and almost imagine that you're hugging somebody. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And then come back for your Sukhanasana. So we're going to grab our cushions, just get them nice and handy, and then, or maybe your block as well if you want to. And then we're just going to take ourselves into a wide legged position. So find your breath, bring those toes up to the sky, and we're going to sit nice and tall, really stretch up, and we're going to turn towards our left leg. If that is really uncomfortable for you here and you're really struggling to get those legs nice and flat to the ground, you may want to bring your right leg in to the centre and inhale and stretch down. Okay, so we're going to lift, exhale towards the left hand side. This may be it for you, and what you might want to do is you might want to get your cushions and your block, and you might want to see if you can just nice and comfortably rest your chin and just support yourself. Stretch for those toes, keep them flexed back towards you. You may have a little bit more flexibility, and you may want to come down onto your forearms and just work your way towards the head, towards your foot. You may want to stay here, flex your toes back towards you, or you may want to creep a little bit further. But don't forget, we're not going into a really, really deep fold, because we're going to stay here for quite a few more breaths. Keep finding your breath. One more inhale, one more exhale here. Maybe just one more. And if you're on your cushions, then you can leave them there. And you may want to just stay here and continue to take 4 or 5 more breaths. Or if it feels okay, you may want to lift your chest up towards the sky and bring your top hand all the way over. But really lift that chest up towards the sky. Keep flexing those toes back towards you. If you have the availability and you don't need your cushions, you may just want to come down to the floor. Keep lifting. Relax those shoulders. 4 more breaths. One more. Inhale, lift yourself all the way out. Reach those fingertips up and come back to center. If you were doing that slightly adjusted because you're struggling with your back or you just have limited flexibility, then just bring your other leg in. Flex those toes back to you, everybody, on either 1 foot or 2 feet. Use your cushions again, your books, get as many things as you need to get yourself comfortable. And just when you're ready, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, take yourself down. If you don't need your cushions, you may want to lift up, take yourself down. Don't forget, we're staying here for quite a few breaths, so not too deep. We don't go as deep sometimes in yin as we normally would in other yoga. Keep flexing those toes back. Find your breath. Working your head towards your toes. One more breath, and then lift your chest up. Keep using your cushions if you need them. And bring that hand all the way over. Keep lifting that chest. Keep flexing those toes back towards you. Find your breath. Two more, inhale and exhale. Work with your breath. Inhale all the way back up and back down to center. Bring those legs in. Maybe just bring the soles of your feet together. Curl yourself down. Take a couple of breaths. And then come back up. Maybe take those legs together. Bring your hands behind you and just almost like windscreen wipers, just take them out from side to side. And then coming to a different position. Again, it could be quite nice to use your bolster here if you want to. If you find it, or your cushions, if you find it normally it's quite tricky in your child's pose, then you could bring your cushions in front of you and you could just take a supported child's pose. It might be comfortable to just maybe fold one in half or get your book so you don't squash your nose, and just lean your chest and your head. Or if this is relatively easy and comfortable for you, you may want to come all the way down to child's pose. Just take one more breath. And then slowly work those hands in. If you've used your cushion, then just take it away, and I want you to come back down for child's pose, but we're going to take our left hand and we're going to thread it all the way through and just bring our head to the side. Again, if this is uncomfortable and you can't really get your head to the ground, you may want to bring your book or your block and just rest your head on your block. Keep sitting those sit bones backwards. Find your breath. Three more breaths. And then take one more breath. Sit yourself back up, bring that arm through, and take your arm through to the other side. Sit those sit bones backwards. Use your block if you want to for your head. Try to relax those shoulders away from the ears. And then lift that hand back up, back down to the ground. And this time, bring your knees together and we're going to bring ourselves all the way down to our mats. And we're just going to bring our hands towards the front of our mats and make sure that our elbows are underneath our shoulders. So just make sure those elbows are underneath your shoulders. And we're going to plant our feet and our legs and our belly into the ground. And just gently lift that chest. Find your breath. If this is uncomfortable at any point for the back, you could come down. And then you could come back up. We're going to take 5 nice deep breaths. Shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. And then gently bring yourself down. Your hands back and come back up. So I want you to just grab your cushions. If you're using a yoga bolster, you will just need that. If you are using cushions, then pile them up on top, maybe at least 2 cushions on top of each other. And then I want you to pop your book and then another cushion here. And we're going to sit on the end of our cushions or our bolster. And we're going to bring our knees to the sky. Find your breath. And we're going to gently allow ourselves to come all the way down and rest our head on our cushions and our pillow. So find a comfortable position for you. I'm going to wriggle myself down a little bit. It's a bit too far. And I might just lift my head, so you might want 2 books. Get yourself comfortable and then just open your shoulders, relax, ground yourself down. Depends how your lower back feels. You may want to leave your knees here. You may want to stretch them out all the way away from you. You might need to adjust your head slightly if that moves you. And I'm going to leave you in a minute, but I would recommend that you maybe stay here for a few minutes. You might want to just pause me first. If you have the time, stay here. I'm going to leave you here. Namaste.